Are you wondering what toilet to get in your camper van? Let me give you 10 reasons why it should be compost and not chemical. Hey, I'm Kat and I'm currently traveling all over Europe and beyond in my self-built camper van. Run B-roll. In fact, we're currently on the west coast of Morocco right now, and I apologise if the waves crashing in the background is loud, but the spot is worth it. It's a good spot. So let's dive in. Reason number one, they're more environmentally friendly. Chemical toilets, as the name suggests, use chemicals. They essentially create a sewage and they have to be dumped at blackwater sites. That puts the chemicals in the sewage system and probably in our waterways and our oceans too. Whereas compost toilets don't use any chemicals at all. They biodegrade in a completely natural way, making them way more sustainable and way better for the environment. Number two, they're more cost effective. For the chemical toilets, you have to buy the chemicals, which can also be hard to find when you're traveling in different countries. I have no idea where you'd find that in Morocco. But also, you have to pay to go and dump the waste at a blackwater site, probably having to check into a campsite or at least pay to use their facilities. Compost toilets, there's no charge involved other than buying the sawdust or the coir that you use, which is really easy to come by. We've actually found that pet sawdust is perfect and it's so easy to find in pet shops and big supermarkets anywhere. Number three, you can build your own compost toilet, which makes it even more cost effective. You can buy the separators and the containers online, and then you can go and get the wood and cut it and fit it to your space wherever it fits your needs. Reason number four, compost toilets don't smell. Because the solid and liquids are separate, there's no smell involved. And if you're worried about smell or you just want to get better airflow, you can get extractor fans that make it smell even less. But because they're separate and they're not being mixed, they're not creating that sewage that's created in a chemical toilet, which is really what smells. Number five, compost toilets are way easier to maintain. Whereas chemical toilets, you really have to clean them out after each use because, like I said before, they smell bad. And if you're not cleaning all of that sewage out of the toilet every time that you've emptied it, it's just gonna stink. Whereas compost toilets, way less maintenance. Maybe you rinse out the liquid container every once in a while, you give the solid container a wash every once in a while, but way less maintenance. Reason number six, they don't need water. Chemical toilets need water to flush them. They need water to function. Compost toilets don't need any water at all. Reason number seven, emptying options. With a chemical toilet, you really don't have a lot of options. You have one option, in fact, which is to take it to an official black waste dump site. And you can fill up a chemical toilet pretty quickly with number ones, whereas with a compost toilet, everything's separated, so there's no chemicals at all. You can just take that pee and empty it. There's no chemicals. You could discreetly take it to a public toilet and empty it there. You could also take it into nature. So long as you're going far enough away from people, you're not near any trails, you're not near any private property, and you're at least 200 feet from a water source, you can just empty it in nature. Okay, reason number eight. So tagging on to the last one then, there's also more ways to dispose of your solid waste. So reason number nine, storage. Compost toilets are way easier to store, and I think that also is because they don't smell. So you don't need a whole wet room, you don't need a whole shower room or a toilet room or a bathroom. You can store it pretty easily. We store ours just under the bed here. It doesn't smell and it's super convenient. So reason number 10, and my final reason for now, compost toilets just have more options. Chemical toilets really only come in one form because of the way that they function, whereas compost toilets can come in all different styles and designs. Really helpful when you're in a tiny home and you want something that fits your needs and your style. So there you have it. In my opinion, compost toilets are a way better solution in a camper van than a chemical toilet. They're environmentally friendly, cost effective, you can build your own, they don't smell, they're easy to maintain, they don't use water, the matter is separate so you can empty them separately, there's more options for emptying both liquids and solids, they're easy to store, and there's more design and style options. It's a no-brainer.